All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out. We're going to turn it over here in just a minute to Colonel Vernie Reichling. He is the Memphis District Commander. We also have Mr. Steve Barry, the Emergency Manager for the Memphis District as well. Sir.
Hey, well, good afternoon. As you know, we're in historic times. Not since 1937 have we seen this type of river flow or stages on the river. I want to make sure that everybody understands that the #1 priority for the Corps of Engineers is public safety. And our mission is to ensure that we reduce the risk to the civilians and the people that live behind our levees and flood walls. Many of you may not know that we started this operation almost 20 days ago in a small town called Cairo, Illinois. We fought hard, and we've basically have managed to keep the river at bay all the way down to now we're in here in Memphis. I have over 150 people currently out on the levees, walking the levees, inspecting them, as well as looking at the pump stations and providing any technical advice and materials we can to the local populace, to the local communities, state and local officials. By doing this, we're enabling to reduce some of the risk to the structures and to the people who live behind those structures. We continually work closely with local, state and local officials, specifically Shelby County, which Bob Nation, we're in constant communication with Shelby County. I want to thank all of the citizens for being vigilant and assisting with us, with the Corps and Shelby County and the state of Tennessee in fighting back this river as it starts to encroach upon us. I'm here to tell you that the Mississippi rivers are performing as designed, and there should be no concern for any levee to fail. We are flood fighting those levees, and you will see reports of fighting sand boils, but under seepage is expected in this during these river conditions, but is nothing of concern to us at this point. We will continue to monitor these levees and flood vaults very carefully, but at this point there is nothing that we are concerned about, and there is no potential possibility of any failures on the Mississippi River levees. I will tell you that I mentioned that we are in historic times. Over the last 2 weeks, we have received over 600% plus of rainfall, and that is what is causing this historic conditions on the Mississippi. Yesterday, I visited over in the White River, over in eastern Arkansas. The White River has come out of its banks significantly, but there again, we with our right next to our brothers, our partners, we're flood fighting that levee as we speak today. We've had some minor overtopping, but most of that overtopping has occurred in farmlands and is of no great concern to any people that live behind that levee. That river has also shut down I-40 at this point, so that just gives you a breath of how wide that White River has expanded out of its borders. Here in Memphis, we expect the river to crest about 48 feet on or about the 10th of May. That's Tuesday. You know, in 1937, the river crested here at 48.7 feet. That just shows you how significant this flooding is. I'm here to tell you that the majority of the flooding that will occur in Memphis will be due to unprotected areas from our levees, and that it will mainly be from rivers, the Wolf River, the Loochatchee, that are flowing in the Mississippi and cannot drain properly right now. So most of that flooding that you're seeing right now is due to backwater, as we would term it. So anybody that's living in unprotected areas needs to stay vigilant. And I think that's the biggest message I would tell you at this point, is anyone that's living in the Memphis area needs to make sure they're staying in contact with their state and local governments and monitoring the situation. We cannot reduce the total risk to flooding, but we can reduce the majority of the risk. And if people stay vigilant today, they will be okay. So I encourage all residents to continue to stay vigilant, stay situational aware, and tune into your local news channels as well as your websites from Shelby County to ensure you got the latest information on your area.